Good morning, folks. Sorry, running a tiny bit late today. Tiny bit late today. Okay, let's get through it as I'm running late. Daily chart. You can see we're starting to do what we talked about down here. Where's the Bollinger? Starting to get tight on this Bollinger. This Bollinger starting to catch up towards this 20-day. We are still technically bullish, okay, between the 5-day and the Boll, but the Boll's starting to flatten out. We are in squeeze territory, okay? So at some point soon, we're going to get this move here on the Bolls, and this will need to make a decision. Either we're going to get a big old mean reversion back to the bottom Bollinger, probably around this swing low, or we're going to trap everyone and go for another leg higher, all right? So we're starting to run out of room at these highs. So bit of consolidation, then we're going to get a move one way or the other, and then these Bolls will open up again. So if you're using Bolls or TTM squeeze or anything like that, you're going to see it starting to condense on the higher time frames right now. But so far we are bullish. Okay, this again, yesterday I wasn't here yesterday afternoon. You know, we took that short down, we held the lows, and I said short's probably trapped now. I didn't expect to see that move when I came back to the desk in the afternoon. Not sure if news drove it or what happened, but either way, we broke out again. Okay, so and basing up near these highs right now. So I'd expect us to at least take out these all-time highs. And then we have to make a decision on what the market's going to do. All right, moving down. Let's just focus on the hourly. So yesterday, nice double bottom down here. This was low of week. This was an old pivot that we knew we held. Here's your drive up. Here's your pull back in. That is a higher low. That is your squeeze trigger, and that is your breakout. Okay, so question now is very simply, are we going to hold price here for an inverted head and shoulders to go and take out the all-time high? Please go away, Discord, you are very annoying down here, to take out the all-time high like this. Or do we get stuck under it and do a little bit of a rotation down and need to come and test lower before doing it? Once, or if, should say, if we take out the all-time high, there is a decision to be made by the market. All right, if we break out, pull back, firm this up as a base, remember short stops are in here, short stops are in here. If we convert them into buyers, do we base and go higher? Alternatively, this is a weak high. Are we going to take it and instantly fail and come back into range? Both these things are possible. Okay, so really what I'm watching for this morning is, are we going to have bullish momentum here or here for this push up? Once we push up, I'm looking to see if a breakout holds for a new trade to go higher, or if a breakout fails and we're going rotation again. That's it. Those are the plays. So looking for here, here, here. Thank you. Here, to make the decision. If we just go up to the 30-minute, you can see what we did overnight. So big pump yesterday into the earnings. Asia pretty much sideways. Not much happened there. Bit of profit taking in London. Okay, so we've moved from Asia down in New York. We're now going to open up near, well, we've kind of swept London low pre-market. So we've left these guys intact. Question is, are we going to come and at least clear these guys out? And if we do, probably get this move here or the failure like I'm talking about. So that's what I'm watching, those kind of moves. We can go lower time frame. Okay, and you can just see the areas I'm looking at. So yesterday, this big move was done at the close or after the close. This is Goog. All right, Google earnings. All right, that's what did this move here. So most the volume, if we look at the volume down here and here, the volume starts here, doesn't it? All right, so at the moment, they're holding pre-market highs up here, but really I'm interested in a back test of 311 to 295. All right, I'm looking for this to hold. That would be the easier play. If they're just going to hold this pullback, which is possible, if they're going to hold this spike high here, previous day high, which it is so far. You can see it right there. It's back tested previous and it's trying to hold. Then maybe we move higher. This is previous day high based on New York session. Yeah. So I'm watching these kind of areas. So basically, you could effectively, if you wanted to, move this down to here. All right, that's what I'm watching to see if that holds. That I might do that. I might get rid of that here and just draw a slightly lighter one in. I'd say all right, these kind of levels. This is an old swing point. That's the only other reason I've got that in. So looking to see if dips into these areas get absorbed for the move higher. Failure in these areas, failing underneath. If for whatever reason we go into a sell and we fail this, then we're looking for rotation back down here again. Keep it simple, folks. I'm going to trade from good levels, good areas, not going to join in otherwise. Let's have a look at the market because you've got semis running right now and everything else not really moving too much. Let's move this in. Clean this up. Let's just go through the mag real quickly because it's going to be important today. Apple basically not moving, stuck. Absolutely stuck. So big sell-off yesterday and trying to find a base above 13s. Nothing's changed on Apple for days and weeks now. It's doing the same thing. Microsoft in a steady downtrend here, but at a key level. So the question is, does it find bids? Amazon looks good. Really good. Same kind of look as we just talked about on NQ, double bottom, inverted head and shoulders. It's looking to rotate higher right now on Amazon. Goog, strong. All right, Goog earnings. This is why you don't play earnings. This move here destroyed all the puts and all the calls. And then once they had the earnings call, we just grind up. All right, so a good move from Google. If we zoom out, all-time highs, breaking out, very, very strong. All right, so we're watching Google. If Google starts to rotate this morning down to backtest some of these key levels, the market might get heavy with it. But the other thing we're going to watch is NVIDIA. I'll get to that in a minute. Meta looking good as well. NVIDIA strong. All right, strong move, end of day into after hours, holding this right now. So if we get that, great. If we get that, market will rotate with it. Tesla, very weak. Earnings missed. So failure, back down to where we broke out from here. All right, so it's back down to this level. And this can still be bullish on a rotation. Just had to see. VIX, by the way, is just drifting lower. All right, 15s now. Cannot be thinking about shorts in the market when VIX is doing this. Look at this breakdown. All right, so you will need to see VIX recover these areas, really. Coming into high time frame demand here on a 4 hour. All right, so those are the areas I'd be watching first triggers. So this is high time frame demand, and this is potential sell point from the last, I don't know, 3-4 sessions, from at least from the last Friday. So back testing between those two for now, but yeah, VIX just absolutely melting at this point. ES looks strong as well. Same kind of thing. Same kind of setup here. Can it hold this versus this cluster and this level here? All right, that's all you're looking for. This is really nice. There's your cup and handle. There's a new potential handle to break. It's looking for more upside right now by the looks of it. How are we doing for time? Oh, that purple bag. You there? All right. Bye, darling. All right, so NQ, you can see already responding off that old wick high, wick to wick, pretty much. Coming to back test the VWAP. Where's all my stuff gone? Whoa. It's just deleted all my flow zones. Can't have that. Got to go all the way back. Sorry, folks. There we go. Okay, so finding bids down here. Back to test VWAP. So we're bullish overall, remember. Higher time frame is bullish. Market looks strong. The only time I'll be thinking about short is if we have a failed breakout. All right, if we push through and we start to fail after taking out the highs, I'd consider it. See what you guys are saying. Most of you are looking bullish, just about. Some of you think about a failed breakout as well. Yeah, those are probably the two main moves. I don't think we're going to get chopped today. Good morning, Glenn, Coop, Miguel, Richard, Ramos, Jesse, Clint, Brandon, Ryan, Firewater, DK, Mike, BU, Trentry, Marek, Mo, Raphael, Arturo, Toby, Thumper, John W, Christy, John Dennis, DK, Bart, Eva, Leron, and Capt. Good morning, everyone. As a reminder, we have news 9:45, 10 o'clock. All right, news coming 9:45, 10 o'clock. Market opens here in 50 seconds. Expect volatility at the open, folks. All right, I would expect volatility at the open given how Nvidia and Google have moved overnight. So just be cautious. If you are a button presser at the open, I would expect it to be a little bit wild. Think about, we had big earnings yesterday. Some people will be massively in the money and some people will be massively out of money, and they will be looking to exit positions, take profits, or double down and make it worse. Morning, Owen. Morning, Nate. We didn't talk about the book. The book not really showing much right now, all right? No edge on the book. Kind of pinned both sides, so just needs to be patient. Here we go, folks. So I'm really interested if we drift down here. This should be sort of like this, shouldn't it? We did that earlier. So far, it's just holding. Let's have a look at the mag. All of the mag, other than Tesla, which is 7.5% down, getting absolutely whacked. Rest of the mag are all green. Apple, slightly red. And here you go. Here's the drive. They're going to want to try and get to all-time high. They want to take out that all-time high. It's a weak high that they set. And it's got a double top up there. They're going to try and want to take that out. Here's the drive. It's going for it. Here's 400s. So holding flow zones, dip and rip. Here's your supply, overnight supply, and we're probably going to get over it, go for Globex and go for the highs. Just depends how they do it, but I'd be fairly confident that they do it, especially if Tesla stops selling, which it doesn't look like it's going to. But if Tesla stops selling, it's going to try and find a way to get up there today. Right, ES holding previous day value area high right now. What do I mean by a weak high? They are like single prints up there twice, basically, and we've left a double top. So we haven't spent much time up at that high. It's literally two little peaks up and failures. Tesla is getting whacked. 8.37% down now. It is getting absolutely hammered. Dragging this market with it. It's the only one red, but it is getting hammered. 8.70% down now. They're going to look for a 300 test on Tesla. Remember, if Tesla goes 10%, it will be SSR tomorrow. Probably has a bid off tomorrow. Yes, right now holding previous day value area high. We're waiting to see if we can get a drift down into value area high, previous day point of control from yesterday. That would be the most ideal location if we're going to think about a long, and then we're going to look for a bullish pattern down there if it can do it. If it fails that, then obviously we're not looking for that move. Trying to be patient, letting it get there. Tesla's starting to find a little bit of a bid, not a lot, but a little bit in front of 300. Probably some shorts covering in front of 300. Rest of the market looks good. Nvidia 1% up, Meta 1.34% up, Google 3.25% up, Amazon 0.80% up, Microsoft 0.33% up, Apple 0.33% up. Remember, we have earnings 9:45 and earnings news 9:45 and 10 o'clock, folks. Just watching the book here. Some orders down at 320s, looking to see if they want to come down and fill them. Let's get everything on because Alex forgets again. He's forgotten to do his anchor. I thought I saved this yesterday, so it doesn't do it. There we go. Did any of you trade overnight, or did any of you trade the earnings? Or maybe some of you caught the longs in the afternoon. I measure them out when I'm using TradingView. I'm measuring them out on a 1 minute, mate, because it's the only way the data is really good. If you're using SVP, probably best to do it. If you're using the SVP indicator, probably best to do it on a 30-minute. It won't be quite as accurate, but right now that SVP is showing like 270 value area high and 236. So like much lower than actual volume profile. Here's VWAP retest and New York Open retest. All right, so this is average price of average price. This is the opening price of participants right now in this market. Get an anchor on here. Yes, John. Yeah, I do an anchor from the 9:30 open from the first candle because that will give you a true indication. When we think about volume, look at the volume, the difference. So this is your 24-hour VWAP. This is your 9:30 open VWAP. That lets me know this is average price of participants since the open this week. This is average price of participants since the open today. And they often do start to diverge a little bit. ES looking strong here, reclaiming previous day value area high, looking for a drive up into all-time highs right now. It's getting stuck so far. So market's still building liquidity to make its decision. Tesla now 9% down. I do think Tesla's looking for that 300 test. That's what it looks like to me. Now trading at 303s. Yeah, like SVPs, it's pretty good. What you might need to do, Coop, is do it on a RTH chart. So if you do it on an ETH chart, sometimes it's considering like the volume and pre-market, post-market. If you do it on RTH, you might get a better read. And you can actually use both. You can mark both out, or you can use them separate. So far, lower high set, lower low coming in New York session. Gap fill. Where's my gap fill? Where is it? Come on there. There it is. Couldn't see it. Gap fill is previous day value area high. That's why I couldn't see it. It's hiding underneath. It's right here. Doop. Triple top on H1. Yes, they are. But the thing is, we've been there many times, so it's not fresh. So remember when we talk about fresh levels. So this was trapped buyers, right? And we moved away from them. Okay, but these buyers shouldn't really be trapped anymore. We've let them out. Yeah, we've let them out because we've spent a lot of time there. You could average down, get out, break even. We've basically put in a double top there. What's more likely now is you've got stops here from shorts, right? If we'd done this and moved away, fantastic, but we haven't. We've let them out. If you think about their average price is probably right in the middle, and we've been there a long time. So I don't think we've got too many trap buyers up there at this point. What I think is going to happen is we're going to try and do something like this. And then what happens here becomes key. Do we come back down or do we base? I might be wrong, but right now this looks like bullish continuation to go higher. The biggest problem up here at the moment is that daily chart we talked about where we're at that top Bollinger Band. But I think we want to attempt to move higher here, at least to clean out the highs. Yeah, Tyson, always think about like how much time we spend on a revisit of a level. You know, supply is really strong when we go up to a level and there's that big reaction. You get that engulfing candle back down. Yeah, and then we trade the next high low to move away from it. We haven't seen that. We saw that reaction, and we traded that reaction on Monday and Tuesday. But we traded that reaction on Tuesday. Now we're into Thursday, and we spent Wednesday night up there letting them out. Take care, buddy. Oh, no. What has happened there? I must have hit a hotkey. Sorry, bud. Must have hit a hotkey. I've got to turn those off on OBS. I don't know how to do it. My bad. I really want to drift into here. That would be really, really nice. Tesla now trading 303s. So I'm bullish overall. I think we want to go and take out the highs. The question is, do we need to move lower first, encourage more shorts to get in? Vic's trying to find a bid here this morning. There are some orders here, 325, 300s. Just nice and slow. Remember, we've got news coming here in 5 minutes. That window open. Give me a second. Go. Yeah, exactly, DK. Where do I have the bottom block of demand? Basically this high. I've moved it a little bit down just based on where the volume was created yesterday. Basically in this little pivot. So that one and then this pivot here, 280s. So I'm looking to see if we trade from 320s down into basically 300s. And if we fail that, I'm looking to see if we trade sort of 280s. 280s to 265s. Under that, I'll be not really very interested in longs at that point. That means we're letting go of some pretty big levels. Previous week high is down here as well, folks. 320s, that's previous week high. Seeing some strong bids coming here. Still want a little bit lower. I want a little bit lower. I want to come into this area here if we can. And then I want to see if buyers show up. So I'm not just going to bid there if we get there. I want to see some kind of bullish pattern. So it'd be really nice if they slammed it down on news. Probably won't, but it'd be really nice if we did this. Right. And for Miguel, that would be what we were talking about yesterday in Discord. QQQ, by the way, just closed its gap. All right, QQQ's closed its gap and hit previous day high and found a bid. 2 minutes here, folks. Nice and patient. Long day ahead. Ugh. Sorry about it. Starting to find some bids here at Globex. Starting to see some failures under Globex and finding some bids here. All right, at least half of you watching have not smashed that like button. Do me a favor, hit that like button nice and early. Tomorrow we're going to do giveaways. 90 seconds till we get the news. Coming back up to that anchor. You can see they're starting to try and force this back up towards 400 here. Tesla so far finding a bit of a bid. Why do I think they're going to time this right into the news perfectly? Make it really hard for everyone, unless you're a news trader, which I'm not. Letting this settle down. The news coming 30 seconds, then we're going to have that opening range. Hopefully we're at an extreme of it and we get some kind of move. VIX trading back down towards low of day here, folks. 15s. Break of 15s can keep puking on VIX. That would be very bullish for this market. Here's the news. Nothing yet. Yep, Sunday newsletter. It comes on Sunday with an outlook for the week and any big news events we're looking at and my thoughts, my initial thoughts. Here's VWAP and New York Open. ES looks like it's trying to break out to get to the highs. This New York Open is key if they're going to get through it or not. Sellers on the tape at 400, 425, 437s. Buyers on the tape 325, 300. We're just pinned in the middle of this New York opening range right now. It's not ideal. Right at 50% of this. We haven't visited this down here. We haven't broken out above. It's a bit annoying at the moment. Not giving me a setup. Again, I'm bullish overall. Would like a drift lower first, but we have cleaned out the lows of London. So if they want to turn and burn and go back to those highs, they can do so. Here's the 80s. There's sellers, like I said, at 400s. This feels like they're going to do the move now. So waiting to see if we build out some form of liquidity. SPY very close to all-time highs here already, and it's pre-market highs. Like we said, we're bullish overall. It's location would be great down here if they'd give us that location to buy. And we are inside the opening range right now, but we are reclaiming the view ups. We are reclaiming the New York Open. Maybe SPY needs to build out a bit more before it takes the all-time high. VIX finding a bit of a bid there at 15. I don't think we're going to get a range rotation day. I think we either get a breakout today of all-time highs or a failed breakout. I don't think we're just going to sit in this range all day and not take the liquidity. That's not what I'm thinking. ES looks like it really wants to get going here. Oh, kind of wishing I'm in this long now at this point. It's a shame it didn't come and pick us up down here. Oy, oy, oy. How annoying. All right, here it goes, folks. So 400s like we talked about. That's your opening range high. If we get through that, you're probably looking for all-time highs. Oof. SPY all-time highs. ES all-time highs. All right, NQ lagging behind a little bit here. Ay. Please pull back. Please pull back. Please pull back. Don't just go on an absolute tear without us. Got to be careful now in case you get divergence after ES taking that high. All right, folks. So just be aware of that. ES, if ES is going to do a fail break and NQ doesn't get there, that would be your divergence on the tape. Yeah, news at 10 o'clock. So we tapped into that seller at 400. Next sellers are 12s, 25s, 37s. Would love some form of pullback here back towards VWAP and New York Open to hold. And I would need to see ES hold previous day high. I want to see strong bids come in there. What a pain. Beautiful hold of those highs, man. Please pull back and offer me some kind of flag here for continuation. The worst thing about this is that ES has done the move. That's the worst thing about this right now. ES has already taken the liquidity out. So low hanging fruit on ES is gone. So now we need to see if ES will hold above the old highs. We need to see VIX die, and we need to see NQ pull back and hold. If VIX turns around and ES starts diving back into range, it'd be a very bad sign for us looking for longs on NQ. Just the worst thing right now is that you've got divergence in that ES has already taken the highs. Waiting to see if this pullback takes place and if we trap more shorts versus that orb high and then go and run them out. Hey Bella, how's it going? 10 minutes left till news, folks. All right, here's the pullback. Do they absorb here? This is key now on ES. ES is right at previous day high. If they start failing here, if they cannot build out liquidity strength here, then this would be a problem for NQ. It would be a failure to take the high and a dive back inside after ES has done the job. It's done its job that it needed to do. This is part one that we're looking for here. Now we need to wait and see if we can find some form of reaction. Just thinking about these hourly bars, what we've done here. Don't like the look of this hourly bar. It's got 8 minutes left though. These hourly bars look very, very stacked, don't they, right now? That's good from ES. That's what you want to see from ES now. Good from Tesla. Apple going green to red, closing its gap. I see the market find bids here. I need the market to find some strength here. The problem is we really want it down here. This would have been ideal. We didn't give it yet. So the ideal scenario would be to buy down here. I want to be careful in here if ES fails. Like I said, ES has taken its low-hanging fruit already. It closed its gap to PDC, ripped through previous day high, ripped through all-time highs, hit 410.25. Job complete on ES. That's the danger. So can we get absorption here? Does ES build some kind of base over previous day high for a move higher? Remember, we talked pre-market. The plan was take the highs, and then we're looking at either a base for a move up, or we're looking for a failed breakout. The danger right now is that ES could, not could do a failed breakout. It's testing its breakout point at the moment. It's already ripped through. It's coming back to back test it. If ES does a failed breakout, then what we're going to have here is divergence where NQ does not take the high. Remember, ES right now has already taken this high, so we want to be somewhat cautious. Not bidding blindly into this. We're waiting to see if and when this pullback finishes, if it offers some kind of buying continuation, if we have some kind of flag or something to move higher. If no buyers step in here, then we might well get that rotation down to our original point. But it's looking like they're trying to hold these levels at this point. There are still sellers on the book, 412, 425, 437. Buyers on the book, 325 right now. And my stream has now disappeared again. We're right at 50% basically of the opening range here, folks. Okay. Okay. So failure so far on ES. Look at it, back underneath previous day high. So I'm saying, do not just try and catch this on the way down. We need a bullish bar to come in and close above this pullback. We're not seeing it. So far, all we have is opening range. We're trading inside the first 15 minutes opening range. Daily is still bullish. I know we're trading down on the daily, but technically we're still bullish on the daily because we're above the old daily highs. If you look at the 3 candles so far from this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we are holding above those highs. Apple starting to pull back. Here you go. So this is a problem. ES has done a failed breakout. It's the problem. They're making it hard for us. We just talked about it. Unless ES can base above, this is the problem. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, if this is unclear to you, right, we have divergence because ES cleaned out, right? It took all the stops, took all the liquidity. You needed ES really to base up here, right? And it's not. It's coming deeper, which means NQ will come deeper with it because it's taken the liquidity. So now it needs to build the liquidity. If it fails to build the liquidity, then it can keep rotating down. That's why I watch them as a pair. News coming here in 4.5 minutes as well, folks. John saying, man, this is amazing analysis, Alex. I'm happy to help. Just requires patience. You know, we talk about it all the time. This market will pay people who are patient. If you chase, you're going to get stuck. If you guess, you're going to get stuck. And understanding when liquidity has been taken is important. Yes, I love it, Glenn. I was with Glenn last night and we were moving Glenn to the 5-minute time frame. 2 W's. I got the drive up and back down. I'm loving the 5-minute time frame. I'm off to smoke a cigar, watch a sunrise, and play on hand to spend $110. Hey, dude, I'm glad we're finding you like a system that works for you. That's all we've got to do, and then just stick to that. All right, there's still bids down here, all the way down to 325 on the book right now, folks. You can see them. We can have a look at ES as well. Most liquidity on ES is higher. So it makes me think maybe we fill this guy and we come back up for the highs. That would be nice. Time will tell. News here in 3.5 minutes now. Well, it looks like most of us were wrong so far. I would call this chop. Chop, isn't it? Well, I guess if you were talking about ES, those who voted for failed breakout are correct so far. On NQ, we're getting chop. It's a bear. Here goes New York Open and view up again. Starting to see buyers try and take control here. Don't like that they left that buyer down at 325 there, just sat. Delta looks good. Yes, exactly. I agree, Ramus. I want to see if we pick up this guy at 325. Player at 325 right now, down here, which is near the level of interest we have. Waiting for this news now. VIX trading and basing out at low of day, 15s. If VIX breaks down under 15s, then I think we get going as a market. It would be nice. Like, the hardest thing today is Tesla is in a major sell, right? Major sell. And Apple's gone green to red. But the rest of the market looks really good. It's just going to require patience. Cannot guess the bottoms. We're going to need to see it come down into a key level, find some kind of reaction, start putting in higher lows, some form of buying continuation to get involved. I don't want to be too rigid, right? If we're not going to do that, I'm not going to bid. If we're going to go into a sell day, I will happily join the sell day, but I'd want it to trade underneath the big daily levels to really think about that. Otherwise, I'm trading against higher time frame. I don't really like doing that. ES back to previous day high here. So if we start building now, if there's a little trap down here and then we pivot back up here, that can be your squeeze trigger to get back a higher day. It all depends what we do in here, right? Right now, this is like bearish consolidation, lower time frame. We need a little bearish trap at the moment. Here's the news, folks. See if I can see what the print was. Home sales came in a tiny bit higher. I mean, you could argue that that is good for Powell because he's like, well, why do I need to cut them? Why do I need to cut rates if home sales are getting better? Alex, what about you said VIX under 15 is bullish for the market? Is that always true, or was it just based on at that moment? Yeah, no, normally 15 and under normally is considered pretty bullish for the market on VIX. The trouble is do we react off 15, right? But when we start going sideways between 15 and 10 and 11s, if you look at like historically when we trade there, the market just tends to go into higher time frame, grind higher. If you think about COVID times, we were trading between 11 and 10s. If you think about back end of last year, I think we were trading like between 11 and 14s a lot of time. We tend to drift higher on a daily when we're doing that. So that player still at 25, still there. So 40, 35, 25, you can see them here. They're looking to get picked up. I'm waiting to see if we fill these players, come back down to previous day value area high, somewhere around there where I might be able to get involved. Most of the volume printed down here. We've left this fairly thin so far. Really want to see if we can get down into this area and how we react. Because that would be multiple things there. It'd be gap fill, previous day value area high, previous day point of control, previous day VWAP, all in like a little cluster down here. It'd be a good area for the market to consider bidding off if it's going to consider bidding off. But again, I'm not going to get stuck. If this market does not want to bid, I will not try and bid against it. Here's your opening range. VIX so far holding 15s. Waiting to see if we can get into this level. Or below. Maybe it trades all the way back down to that breakout point of 270s down here. Possible. Anywhere in here is where I'm thinking, do we hold? If we don't hold that, right, if we just slice through, then we're thinking, are we going to move lower at that point? Is this excess and are we moving lower? Yes, relative strength here. It's trying to build that look to go higher. NQ trying to hold the opening range low. We've got a double bottom there. You'd like to see it just give a sharp candle through, come to some of our key levels and then turn around. So complete divergence here. Look at ES, look at NQ. Very, very different. So NQ trading near low of day. Low of day on ES right now is at 96. So it's 10 points lower on ES. So divergence between the two. VIX stuck at 15. Keeps bouncing off it. I'm going to see if VIX will break down under 50 and give us bullish momentum. If you're asking why I'm not shorting this, because higher time frame to me is suggesting that we're building out the right shoulder to move higher at the moment. So I'm more interested in longs. The major problem this morning, again, for those joining late, is that ES has taken the low hanging fruit. It's cleared out the previous day high and all-time high and then turned back inside. But it's starting to look good here. ES is starting to look good. Come on, NQ, please come and steal this liquidity now. Don't come down here and then turn around, because you, again, going to make my life very hard if you do that. Let's do a proper back test. You've got this low. You might as well go and do another 20, 30 points. Oh! You've had Tradeify disconnect from NT a couple of times. I haven't had any issues this morning, for me personally, but maybe they're coming. Hopefully not. Who are you trading with, Mo? Apex, yeah, me too. I haven't had issues yet. I'll let you know if I do. ES looks really good. It looks so good. How many times are we going to say that? Every day at the moment, I think. Do you, as in the back end? Yeah, I fixed mine yesterday. I had to send them some emails. They sent new passwords because they migrated their system over. It's going to leave the liquidity, isn't it? You absolute arse, NQ. You're gonna, if you leave this, you're gonna make my life impossible. Yeah, Ryan, they should have sent you a new password to get in the back end. So just double check your emails because they've migrated systems. If that password doesn't work or there's something wrong, just shoot them, go on the website and get in touch with support, or go onto the Discord and get in touch there. Yeah, just get, that's what I had. They fixed it. As soon as I emailed, I had it fixed within an hour or two. Just shoot them an email, or if you're in their Discord, I think they put a link up in the Discord to raise a ticket. Otherwise, the guy you want to talk to, hang on, I'll get his email. Here, I'm gonna DM you on Discord, Ryan. But raise a ticket, but if not, use that email I just gave you. Are we building a wedge? I think we're building a right shoulder and a flag on a higher time frame. That's what I think we're building. I think we are building this to go higher right now. We talked about it pre-market. This here. think we're trying to build this. Failure under here will be a problem, but technically all the time we're holding this, this is what I'm looking for. This is why I'm waiting for bullish setups today. I would like us to, at this point, come down into this and find bids. I really don't want to leave this like this. This is going to be a real pain in the butt if it leaves it like this. Richard, two of them I got a nice little surprise. The rest of them did exactly what I thought. And the ones that gave me a little surprise were on my 150k accounts, because obviously you can have more drawdown per day on those. But yes, the rest failed. I posted it in Discord. They all failed. I'm very honest with that. I expected that to happen. We talked about it on stream. Even the day it happened, I was like, I won't be able to get my payout now. So they all failed payout, but it's fine. I will take a payout, assuming no more issues. If not next week, a few days after. So maybe I'll sneak one in before the end of the month, if not the beginning of next month. So I'm looking to take another payout soon, because no damage has been done. Right, my accounts are up past where they were last Monday now. Now it's just about getting those 8 days of trading in. Right, so it was my fault. People always complain, oh, Apex denied, and I think there was, back in the day, maybe there was an argument for that a little bit, but the rules are pretty straightforward now, and if you break them, you should know you broke them. I knew I broke them last Monday. As soon as that trade copier went mental, I knew I would have broken the rules, so I expected to be denied payout, and rightly so. And it's really not a big deal. Just trade 8 more days. Okay, here, yes. Please come down into these levels. Please, thank you. Make my life a bit easier. All right, so previous day value area low, gap close, previous day point of control. We're looking to see if we react off any of these areas and put in bullish structure. Problem is now we're starting to break down underneath the orb. So orb traders are now taking short positions for a gap fill. ES still holding really well above its VWAP. Previous week high is here as well. So you got previous week high at 20s, high time frame algo at 20s, previous day close at 10s, previous day value area high at 10s, point of control 295. big areas. This is what I want to see. I want to see one more little shove down, and then see if the higher time frame buyers step back in. That's what I'm looking for. I know you might be thinking, why are you not looking short today? We failed the tops. We've put in lower highs and lower lows. Yeah, totally. In the New York session, we've done that. I'm trying to wait for alignment between the higher time frame and the lower time frame. So I'm trying to wait for us to get to a higher time frame level where higher time frame buyers step in, because they will be whales in the market. And if they step in, and if the lower time frame then starts pivoting to agree, I will be joining in for longs. If that doesn't happen, then my thesis is off and I will not be joining in. I always like to trade the pro trend. Remember, the pro trend for me is up. I'm thinking basically that the pro trend is this, and this is the correction wave, and I'm trying to get long when this is finished to go back upside. All right, because that will be where all the big traders are looking to trade. If we fail under here, then I will not consider any longs today. It would just mean my thesis was off, or that bulls don't want to come to play today. That is also okay. I might turn this down. This is a little bit bright in my eyes. That's better. Jeez, so bright. All right, here we go. Big levels coming. Big levels coming. If you're looking for the same thing on ES, previous day value area low is basically 400. There we go. First reaction there. Gap fill now done. Previous day value area low here. ES not quite there yet. It's coming down. It's still selling, so I'm not bidding against this. I'm waiting to see if big whales turn up or not. If they don't turn up, then there's no buy opportunity for me. I'm not going to catch the knife. ES yet to close its gap. Gap fill on ES will be 96. So it's at value area high from yesterday right now. Gap fill is at 96. VIX is trying to find a bid here. That is a bit dark now, isn't it? I feel like my camera has zoomed out in the last few sessions. Probably got to fix that. All right, point of control coming here, folks, from yesterday. 300s, big level. Watching ES for gap fill. So if you took the opening range short, it's paying you money. Biggest issue this morning was that failed breakout on ES. I really hope that hasn't ruined this trade for me. If they just wanted to fail the high on ES and they're just going to go on a puke day, that will really annoy me because it means NQ is just in such big divergence that we don't get any play. VWAP from yesterday, by the way, down at 77s. SPY finding a bid on previous day high. That's on the ETF. Looking to see if ES will close its gap to 96s at the moment. VIX finding a bit of a bid. I don't want to be too bullish here. I'm telling myself in my head, if there's no reaction, there's no play. Because if we had divergence on the ES, if it's taken the all-time high and their plan now is to just completely puke it all day, then unfortunately it just means that we don't get the play I was looking for on NQ. And that ES did the move. So there were two plans today. There was a pullback into here to get long to take out the all-time high, and there was a failed breakout. This is the pullback to get long on NQ. ES has done the failed breakout. That's the problem. They're two different things right now. We're seeing a nice reaction from here so far. Watching this imbalance here, and if they start reclaiming key levels. Previous week high here at 20s. Do we start reclaiming the orb, or do we need one more sort of sweep and shove down? Yeah, well, I've got the 5-day at 85s at the moment because it's moved a bit lower based on today. But yes, there or thereabouts. No, I'm looking for a pro trend trade. Pro trend higher time frame. I'm looking for a pro trend higher time frame trade. Because look at the daily, look at the hourly, look at the 4-hour, think about the swing points. What's the market in? We're in a bullish market trying to move higher. So the pro trend is a higher move. This technically is the counter trend. Think about what we're doing. Pro trend, counter trend, pro trend, counter trend. I'm looking for pro trend, right? I'm assuming this flag pullback to go, but I have to wait for alignment. I have to wait for the lower time frame to say, hey, the higher time frame pullback's finished. We want to go back up to highs now. The higher time frame traders are ready to go back to highs now, right? That's what I'm waiting for. It might not happen, folks. Like I said, it is possible with the divergence on ES having that failed breakout that they do not step back in. Unfortunately, it's a bit like yesterday. It's very annoying. ES was over all-time highs yesterday. It made it, I think it was yesterday. It made it hard for me to look for the sell on NQ. We did get the sell, but the divergence in the tape it's definitely been a bit of a pain. And it's not like we were close on NQ. We were pretty, what is the actual all-time high? 25 points away from it. It's not that bad, I guess. All right. Market's still green, by the way. Mag 7, all green other than Tesla. So previous day point control down here. Possible they go to 70s. Gap fill coming up here on ES. Frustrating. Frustrating. I'm looking at this being like, should have been short after the failed breakout on ES, but it is what it is. I've got to wait now. See if I can get my long, see if it sets up. Maybe it does not set up, and that's also all right. So ES trying to fill its gap, almost filled its gap. Everything else has filled its gap. Qs fill the gap, SPYs fill the gap. VIX coming up to supply at 1520. I want to see it reject 1520, break down under 15, market go on giant squeeze, back for new highs. That would be fantastic. So retest of this level. Remember, this is potential squeeze trigger. We have a little imbalance here. If we start pinning back through this in the opening range, then we go back to highs. This was the level we were looking at. Okay, starting to set up now. I want to see if we get some big reclaims here. Watching that flow zones, watching the orb, watching ES to VWAP. Not ready to go long yet because it can still reject this. The alignment here is going to be almost impossible. Can already tell. So ES didn't quite close its gap, and now it's at VWAP. They're going to make this really, really flipping hard today. So ES stuck at VWAP so far. Going to need ES to get through VWAP for us to trigger any kind of squeeze here. Yeah, good to notice all of that. ES reclaiming VWAP here. SPY not quite yet. Want to see this next pullback hold. Really want to see flow zones flip as well. Lots of sellers up here now, all the way up to 60s. They're just going to make this really tricky today. It's all right. Some days are easy, some days are not. This is just a little bit more tricky right now. Like to see a pullback into 20s hold, basically. That's what I'd like to see. Then firm up. If they don't firm it up, then we probably take lower day and go and test this properly. We're stuck basically at current building value area low. So this is current value area low on the day. We're stuck between that and previous day value area low. Remember, this is ever moving right now, and they might protect this shelf. We've got lots of build up of volume here. So they've made this extremely hard. ES holding VWAP here. Yeah, I'll be set in 9 minutes. This is where buyers on ES got stuck. This is a problem now. I need you to pull back to 20s, 23s, and show me that you're going to put in a high low there, please. And then I want to push off it. I want to reclaim orb. I want flow zones to flip. I want ES to start being bullish. I want everything to start aligning up. I want VIX to go back under 15. It's trying to get under 15. I want it to slam under 15. Previous day anchor VWAP right now is at 277 as well. So I am aware of that. All right, let's see if they firm up here or not. We didn't test point of control yet. We got close, and the 5-day as well. If ES firms up here over VWAP and we firm up here over sort of 20s, then we might be all right. If ES is just going to slide straight back through, it's going to be a problem. That's a good pullback. Are you going to hold it and squeeze now? What are you doing, ES? Let's see if they make a higher low here and we start to squeeze. Basically, If you're playing trends, you can just think about this, right? You can wait. You can afford to wait. Trap between intraday level, previous day level. This is key. This is key down here. How we're going to operate here. We need to move away from it for me to feel confident. And I'm going to have to respect all these here because we're underneath VWAPs right now. I don't want to be bidding against the trend. I need to see higher time frame participants come in. The reaction is not enough yet. This is a big engulfing. If this holds and we start to break, then yeah, maybe we get it. Starting a little bit better. ES reacting off VWAP here. Can we reclaim the orb? Can we do sort of the first higher high here, lower time frame, start to break out of trend? That's the question. Can we reclaim the VWAPs? Can we reclaim the flow zones? Are we going to go into bullish formation or not? We're in and around a good area. Just depends if they want to slide further down, back test this or this first. 6 minutes left until we get the initial balance set and a new 30-minute bar. Watching this carefully down here. 5-day, shelf here at 80. All of these levels here are key. This might be leg 1, leg 2. Once we finish that, I'm looking for the move back up. Same as the lesson we went over earlier in the week, but higher time frame, right? What I'm looking for on that 2-leg on a higher time frame. On an hourly, this looks like could be the bottom of the second leg. Ideally, that's what we want. Leg 2 to finish and start the corrective wave to be over and start the new pro trend wave, ideally. Again, mag look great. It's just Tesla. Rest of the mag looking fantastic. Holding price nicely for now. What we don't need is some horrible Trump tweet to ruin this now for us. Been patient to wait for a potential entry down here, so waiting now. It's not fantastic. It's not the worst price action. We just got to be a bit patient. What would be nice is if they set the IB and we do a failed auction. That would help everything. So ES dipped down there, held, reclaimed VWAP, looks bullish. This is starting to look like it wants to go at this point. That last dip looked really good on ES. They want to go at least to 50s. Oh, you're going to give me an entry. No confirmation yet. And if you just bid off this today, you would have at least been in the money. It's trying to start holding now and build. How long we got left? 3.5 minutes. If they do this move before the new bar, it's going to be really hard. Want to wait for that 30-minute IB, M5, M15 all to be set. Yeah, basically, yeah, exactly. Higher time frame. Big shove, leg 1, leg 2, into a key area. The question is, do we get that? The major issue, again, is what ES has already done today. So I'm looking for a pro trend. I'm looking for lower time frame to go bullish to signal higher time frame also wants to go back to bullish. If we don't see that, then I cannot bid on the market. I'm not going to bid against what's happening. Watching VIX carefully. And I will, if I get long, I will respect these above. I will be taking partials into these. Even though I want the higher time frame to move all the way back up, I will respect these. If it gives me the entry to get long, I will respect these levels. Look at the volume here. We have to expect sellers to come in there. So that's the hardest thing about today now. Looks like it's building, doesn't it? Looks like it's building to go. Just don't fully trust this market yet. There's the reclaim of the orb. This really looks like it wants to go. It's just going to go without me at this point. 90 seconds left. I'm just trying to wait for that new bar. It's not going to, if it goes, it's not going to give me the entry. I need to wait. That's great, Nate. Well, you can see we've reacted off the levels. Previous day value area high. In front of point of control, closing the gap. So we've been efficient. We've closed the gap. ES has not quite closed the gap. It left it open by what might be a tick. And here goes ES to the upside. You horrible, horrible bugger. Major divergence. So ES starting to shove up right now. I don't know if I can trade this. If this divergence keeps playing out, it's going to make it super hard, man. Super hard. It's probably because of Tesla. Obviously, Tesla weighted much, much heavier in the Qs than it is in the spiders. There's the 15 test. VIX starting to break down here, and NQ is not doing a thing, and we've got 25 seconds till the new bar. Breaking 15s now on VIX. So everything I would want to see other than NQ participating. What are you going to do? Hey, what are you going to do? If it doesn't want to go, it doesn't want to go. All right. Initial balance now set. So IB is low of day. So anything under here which reclaims, we're looking at failed auction theory. Yes, looks so good. What are we doing, NQ? What are you doing? It's tricky. Like, these are always tricky because this is the end of a higher time frame pullback, what possibly. And it's going to take time then to get back into bullish narrative because you've got to get above all the key levels. Every push up into 40s is being sold into. Bigger sellers are on the book 50s, 60s right now. Bigger buyers on the book at 20s. That's what I was saying. I want to drift down into 20s. We didn't quite get there. We almost got there. Starting to try and reclaim here. We keep fading in this low volume node, but we're starting to try and reclaim value area low on the day. It's just building on the day. It will move all day. Sellers here, 45, 50, 60. Are we going to trade through them at this point? I don't get why there's so many sellers here. Protecting that low node. Let it drift down. See if we can get a trap. Can we take all these players out and then go? I guess. Mate, the tape's just a bit ugly right now. I want this to be here, but like up here, so I've got room Problem is, like, looking for a long right now, I've got no room. It doesn't make sense. I'm going to, like, get stuck straight away. Again, SPY, ES, over their VWAPs. They look comfortable right now. They can afford deep pullbacks and to hold. NQ looks the complete opposite. Right, we're just at the opening range. We're not above any VWAP. Does not fill me with confidence how the NQ is playing out here. ES looks so good, man. It's going to go for that shove up now. This is fucking impossible to trade on NQ. Look at ES. Look at NQ. Very, very different. And it's probably Tesla it's going to make our life impossible. Why? Why do we trade this garbage? We need like a shove down absorption. We need like shorts to chase, absorption, pivot, go. Problem is we built all this fucking volume here during the New York session now, which is going to make the rotation back towards value area high really hard. Right? We sort of need one of these now. A little one of these, and then this, and then this. And we'll have to respect this. This is going to, we're stuck. Both VWAPs, flow zones, point of control in the session, everything there, just to make it really hard to get through. Whereas ES is above all those levels. Yeah, it's just NQ. It's literally all Tesla, folks. Tesla's making this very hard for NQ to get going. So mentally, in my head now, I'm telling myself, okay, we're in a range rotation day. That's all we're in because we're inside initial balance. We've come to an area of interest for me to potentially buy, but we're in range rotation. And like the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 candles have done basically nothing. I do not like that they keep trying to sell 40s and 50s here. They just refresh selling, refresh selling, refresh selling, refresh selling. They're not letting it through. You can see it here. They just keep sell, sell, sell. Every pop-up, they're adding back on. Filled, add back on. Put some more on. Probably fill, add back on. Once we get through all that, maybe we open up a bit. They're going to go now. They're going to leave all this trend line liquidity here now. It's just everything I don't want to see. Yeah, it is. This liquidity isn't to go up though. This down here, we need a little sweep of that at this point after doing that much. This is perfect. Big bullish candle. Could have maybe bought that divergence on the tape. Here it goes. Just faffed the whole time. All right, here's VWAP. So we're looking for a rotation through point of control all the way up to these highs now, especially if ES wants to get going. We need to be careful in that ES has already taken the highs. So we've built liquidity at these highs on ES, which it's coming into already. It's coming into supply points on the ES. So we need to be somewhat careful here, folks. Looking for a squeeze higher at this point. Can we squeeze higher? Here we go. Can we get going now in this market? Oh, you're going to play ball. What has me a little concerned is how we've built this out here, but we will see. So it looks like the lower time frame is going bullish, which is showing me that it might be the end of the higher time frame pullback, which is what we're looking for. So now we're looking for a push through all these levels, get through the volume, and try and create new all-time highs. Especially if Tesla can find a bid. That will really help us. Now, adding liquidity higher now. This is what I want to see. 60, 65, 70. Just want to keep them adding higher. but looking to trade this all the way up to the upside if it will let me. So you can see my thesis. It was they've made it hard, but you can see my areas that I was trying to play off and why. All right, now hopefully it makes sense to you why I was trying to play off these areas to go higher, why I was looking for the higher time frame to finish its pullback there. So VWAP here, 24-hour VWAP here, and point of control. This is where most value has been created on the day. We've had most buyers and sellers agree that this is fair value on the day in and around here. 2 VWAPs and point of control. Hopefully that all makes sense to you. Why I was looking for the rotation from here, even whether you got it or not. Does that make sense to everyone? Hopefully it does. Why I was not bearish today, why I was looking for bullish moves off there. All right, market. Pull back, hold, let's fire. Let's start playing now. Let's not do these tiny, pathetic little moves. One concern I have is how we've built that liquidity, like I talked about. I do not like that liquidity. This will need to hold here at 43. If it doesn't, it will just come and sweep 22s now. Yeah, long. And I want to add in if we can hold. Want to see us hold 43s. If we can't hold 43s, I'm not interested. I would then just wait because then I think they will come and sweep out 20s because of how we built that liquidity. I'm also very concerned that ES has done all the move basically right the way back up to previous day high. It's already there. And we've already had a fail breakout on ES. So I'm very, very concerned about that. The divergence is absolutely massive between these. Looking for sort of lower time frame bull flag continuation kind of things, or inverse head and shoulders on the lower time frame to sort of set up. I'm looking for flow zones to start supporting action, looking for VWAPs to start curling up with us above them, looking for basically this whole market to want to go bullish. The biggest problem right now, like I keep talking about, is Tesla and the fact that ES already did its objective. ES already took all-time highs. That is a major, major issue for us. I actually came in here. So they're trying to flag this. I actually want a bit of a trap at this point. Sellers at 65 and 70s. We're not above VWAP yet. ES is just screaming. Looks great. So failing VWAP there. So ugly on NQ, folks. This is a really hard trader today. We're looking for this liquidity to be used for the shoulder to go higher at this point. This is really, really, they're making this really hard on NQ. Really nice on ES, really hard on NQ. So part of me is like, why am I even trading it? Ay, ay, ay. Here's the pullback. Right, are we going to hold this? If they slide it, we're going to go and sweep everyone out. Nice, Glenn. Nice. So Glenn to IB to VWAP. We talked about that last night. So that's your two setups then today. 5-minute plays and the IB to VWAP. There you go. Are we going to protect this level? 43s, 43s. Are we going to protect it? Need to protect it. you're so hard to trade sometimes. Oh, it just keeps getting stuck. It's untradeable when it does this. If it's going to do this again, it's untradeable. What do you mean, Nate? Like seeing the market for what it is, seeing the levels? Or you mean the IB to VWAP trade, or what do you mean? QQQ cannot get above its VWAP. NQ cannot get above its VWAP. We've rotated off the previous day liquidity. We have the potential to move higher, but we're in like high resistance, basically. All you need to do is look at the H1 and H3. It is a pain in the butt right now. IB to VWAP, yeah. It will happen many, many times, especially if we're in a rotation. All traders and their mum are long time for a swipe and short. I don't think that's the case. I think you'll find a lot of traders are trying to guess the tops right now. Because we've been up there 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe sort of 5 times on our hourly bars. I will consider the short if we show clear breakdown, but right now we're in an inside initial balance. We're holding bullish order flow with higher time frame levels holding. Like this should be breaking out here and it just can't. It's fucking pathetic. I'm trying not to swear, but it's so bad on the tape. 3 days in a row we are aiming for all-time highs. Well, we're going to aim for all-time highs every single day. Yes, yesterday offered a pullback. This morning offered a pullback. We're stuck near the Bollinger Bands. Peter, you need to like watch yourself, man. Like you seem like you are short. Oh, hopefully China news, hopefully this, hopefully that. Play the flow in front of you. It doesn't, you're guessing. The daily saying, hey, we're bullish, so respect it. Because the moment you stop respecting that and you start guessing tops, one day you might be right. You might make some money. But I tell you what, you're going to be wrong more often than you're right if you're not obeying order flow in front of you. It doesn't matter if you think it's too high. I think the market's up too high. It's up way too high. It needs a big pullback. But I have to respect what's in front of me. Cannot trade what we hope, right? We can only trade what's in front of us. Like, do I agree with you? Yeah. The market needs a gigantic pullback, 3, 4, 5,000 like point pullback. But all the time people are saying, oh, it's up too high, it's up too high, it's up too high. It's going to keep going higher because it's just going to keep running their stops. They're providing the liquidity for it. Just be really careful. The markets were created to go up. Yeah, they absolutely were. Right, banging into VWAP here. ES trying to get through its initial balance high. It's trying to build the high of day, the right shoulder at high of day on ES to get through the initial balance high. We are just stuck at point of control and VWAP right now. Highly contested area. This is what we consider value on the day. This is where buyers and sellers agree price is value. It's why it's not moving. Yeah, never get caught in, guys, to like, I think this is too high, or I hate the politics, it's going down, or I think the economy is going to do. It doesn't matter what you think. The market doesn't care about what you think. Its job, in fact, is to bet on lots of people have the same psychology. It's why 90% of traders lose. Most people would be saying, hey, this is up too high, we're going to crash. Well, guess what? Those 90% of traders guessing that are going to get absolutely smoked. Just like when we hit the lows this year, everyone was betting on it going lower. We've done a 30% pullback in a matter of days. And everyone's like, oh, it's going to keep going down. Trump's ruined the market. Well, it went back up. It went the other way. Yeah, Mo, it is. It's just very, very slow. It's trying to do it. It's just making it really, really hard for me. But it's trying to do it. ES2 IB high here. ES is looking for that breakout. It's just Tesla's making our life hard here. Everything's starting to play out here like we want. It's just, it's very, very, very slow. But this is exactly what we wanted. Bullish order down here, double bottom, hold the 20s, breakout into congested area. So I've had to take profits here because I don't know if they're going to do a range rotation back down to the lows at this point. But I would like some form of trap to go back up. If we can get some form of trap to go higher now, it would be absolutely beautiful. Again, ES is right at the initial balance high. It's right into its high of day, which is all-time high, right? And we know that ES already filled its obligation, and the, what do we call it, low-hanging fruit. ES already did it. It took out all-time high. ES trying to get going here. The seller at 390 is on the tape now for NQ, which is great. So can we get like a little trap, a little bear trap, a little shove down to get absolutely soaked? There we go. Boom time on ES. Breakout, all-time highs here on ES. Has NQ got any juice today whatsoever, or are we just going to fail that New York Open? It's so weak. I'm getting frustrated. You can feel it in me. I'm getting frustrated trading something which is so weak. Really frustrated. So we've traded up to value area high now. So if we're going to go range rotation, we're just going to chop in this level on NQ while ES just trades beautifully. Big breath. They are literally selling every pop. Every pop being sold so far. It's the summer of gold. Yeah, well, it's the summer of destroy the dollar. It's 4 years of destroy the dollar ahead. Well, 3.5 years of destroy the dollar, buy XRP, buy gold. It's not good news for me, considering I earn money, as do all of you, in dollars. It's really not good news. Good luck going on holiday somewhere or buying property somewhere. I mean, folks, we've moved 60 points here in the best part of an hour. Yeah, it's so bad. It's Tesla, man. It's because of Tesla. It's making it impossible. Rest of the market's holding really nice. Most of the 1% or more over, other than Apple, but Tesla is 8.72% down on the day. It wants to come and test that 300. Tesla. It's making it really hard. ES still trying to break out. Does ES hold initial balance, or is it just going to fail now as well? Please, NQ, can we just get up to the highs, please? What are these candles? This is ridiculous, man. Go. Stop fucking around, man. Go. I don't remember NQ being this shite for ages. Like, these candles are so bad. This is grind and grind and grind. At some point, there's going to be a big old washout because people are getting frustrated like me that it's not moving. Just so you understand why I'm getting frustrated, because ES is absolutely magnificent. Here's the trap on ES. Here's the higher low. There's the buy. There's a nice trend. It's so much easier than this. And it's probably because of this, making it very hard. Nice BU. Yeah, I'm just getting frustrated, man. They're just making the setups really, really hard. And the fact they built so much volume here as well is making it like, you ICT traders would call it a high resistance liquidity trend to the upside, and probably low resistance to the downside can easily come and sweep everyone. It does. It's exactly what it looks like, Raph. I agree. It looks like a holiday day. There's like the volume's just tapered. I don't like that we shoved up to New York Open and sold. Not a good look. Buying opportunity was down here. It's gone now. So. I'm going to use a bathroom. Be right back. Oh, Jesus. We going now? Are we going now? Gotta laugh. Got to laugh. Okay, 90s and 400s on the book at this point. Getting extended out of this grind now. Remember, we're in value area high for the day. It's only building liquidity, but it is there. ES new high day here, pulling back a little bit off it. VIX trying to reclaim 15s, but it's just basing around there. NQ, I'd like to see NQ get moving here. This is becoming way too slow. Very hard to trade when just grind, pop, pull back, grind, pop, pull back. At some point, there's going to be too many buyers chasing it because it's not built out any nice structure. I mean, this was dodgy. This was better. This is terrible structure. Let's see if they hold this New York Open here or not. ES coming right back. You want to be careful if we get a rotation underneath IB on ES. It's just so slow. We push 10 points and then they sell for 10 points to take their profits. And the problem is, like I said, the way this has been built is not good. It is really not good. If they want to just dunk this whole thing, they can. Think about this, just like all these buyers, slow buyers, slow buyers, slow buyers, slow buyers, haven't hit target. Maybe they trap and then go. I don't know. But what I do know is that this is not nice structure. Let me have a look at the mag here. Well, Google looks terrible. Needs to start pivoting up. Come on then, market. Go. Do it. Stop fanning around. Go. Stop pulling back. Just go. Go. Let's go. All the way to highs now, please. Stop fucking about. Pissing me off. Feel my frustration building. Sellers at 90s and 400s. I just want to get up there. Just get to at least 90s. Oh my God. ES looks so good. Look at the difference. Basing over IB high. It's just such an easy trade. I'm trading the wrong ticker here. That's exactly what's going on. I'm trading the wrong ticker. Thesis was right though. Hey folks, thesis was right. Bullish orders from down here. Got long here. I just want it to get up here. It's all I'm asking. I really don't feel like I'm asking too much, but the market apparently thinks I am. Market thinks I'm asking too much here, folks. Nicely, Kim. Hopefully lots of you are still long and holding it. I'm just getting annoyed because I just want it to do the move. I want to get out of here. I want to walk my dog. She hasn't had a walk yet this morning. I wouldn't blame you for taking profits on the way up here either, by the way, team. Especially when it's done this grindy move. Nothing wrong with locking some in, waiting for a pullback for a reload if it doesn't clear out the liquidity. Remember, ES has fulfilled its obligation. ES is at all-time highs. Do not be scared about paying yourself some money. Nothing wrong with paying yourself some money here. Sellers here, 390s, 400s. They're on the book. Sellers here, 390s, 400s. Right here. ES looks like it's trying to get to 17s. Might need a pullback first. You can see, look at all the absorption, attempts at absorption from short sellers. It was huge. In this one candle alone, it blew out a ton of people. Nice, Ryan. Nate got his 10 points. Ryan took partial. Just be careful here, like we said. Straight grind up. If they want to come and trap and sweep a load of guys out, they can. All right, this is a straight grind up. This is why I'm getting frustrated, because it's not offering me very nice buying continuation. This flag, I guess, was okay. This is gross. From here to here is gross. So let's see if they come and retest some value here. Yeah, really good work, Ryan. Nice. Have you made your quota for the day? If you're close or thereabouts, don't be forcing in. Ticket from VWAP 115 locked in. There you go. Coop's Corner, locking it in. Everyone making their $100 moving out per account. That's all you got to do. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. I'm watching to see if ES holds its IB high or not here. So don't force it, Ryan. Don't feel like you have to make it. Yeah, so just be proactive. If an A+ is there, sure, but otherwise don't force it. Exactly. You can make an extra 20 tomorrow, for example. Still liquidity high. 90s, 400, 410s. Nothing below really right now. I do feel like NQ wants to go higher. It wants to go higher. It's just grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding, but it wants to move higher. Nice, Nate. Hey, still a good trade. So Nate saying he joined the reclaim and retest of New York VWAP. 5 micros, trailed the stop, got out at 10 points. That's fine. So New York VWAP right here. So he rejoined here. Probably got wicked out here or something, somewhere around here, but it's made his money and off to work. That's all you got to do. Base hits, move on. High probability setups. Still looking for this to get all the way up, at least to initial balance high, and I'd really like to get up to previous day highs if we can. All the way up here. I will respect this here. I expect, you know, to build liquidity out here before we go higher. Lovely, Ryan. Good work. Yeah, that will do. 5 off target. That's target. Just call it target. The main thing I care about today is, do you guys understand why we were looking for longs in that area? Does it make sense to you why I didn't really want to pay attention to the shorts today? I was looking for longs in that area. It got made tricky because of ES, but as long as you understand why we were looking for longs down there, that's all that really matters. Because it means you will see this setup when I'm not here by yourself in future. We're getting stuck here. You can see value area high building for the day. No acceptance above this level right now. Can I repeat it? Yep. Okay. we are in, overall, a bullish trend. That's what I'm expecting. This week, we have protected lows. Here's your high of week. 1, 2. 2-leg pullback. We consolidate. We break out. 1, 2. Where have we pulled back to? The level that we broke out from. So this is resistance. Becomes support on a 2-leg pullback to continue higher time frame, higher. So that is why we were looking for longs today. All right, longs from this area to go higher. We take partials as we get into here because we know it's supply. If Tesla was not down 9% today, we'd probably be rocketing through these levels right now. Nice, Ryan. Good work, buddy. Love to see it. Great work. All right, starting to see a pullback here. Not much volume really until we get to 64s, but they might just try and protect above those levels. We will see. Time will tell. Feels like a range rotation day. It's not what I was expecting, to be honest. The last thing I was expecting. Do you give yourself a certain amount of trades of the day, or do you give yourself an amount of contracts to trade with? Certain amount of trades on the day. Certain amount of trades on the day. I don't want to be trading more than 3 trades on the day. A trade doesn't include like an adding into a winner. That's all one setup. So what I'm talking about is setups. So if I have 3 goes at a setup and it doesn't work, then I'm done for the day. If I have, 1 go at setup and I add into a winner and it starts working in my favor, that's all one trade. But normally, as soon as the low hanging fruit's gone, like you've seen with me, I become far less interested in the market. Yeah, ERF out now. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's starting to fail anything above this level up here right now. So it's likely to pull back. And like we talked about, it's been trend up the whole way. Grind, grind, grind. They can come and sweep all the players who are joining up high out. Yeah, I think 3 is good. 3 is good. Holding New York open so far. So to go higher, if we are to go higher, we will need to trap bears now. The only way we will do that is by something like this. Okay, but the problem is, this is one giant channel. This is why I'm saying it's not a nice thing to see on the chart, because if they want to be really nasty, they can just do this all the way down there and go all the way back up. They can absolutely do that if they want. That's the major problem right now. Do you think we want to go higher, but time will tell. They might need to retrap to do it. And again, like we have divergence. ES, remember, has already taken out the highs. It's done the move. ES has absolutely ripped faces. And for me, Tesla looks like it still wants to try and test 300, that whole number. Tesla now 9% down, market moving higher. Rest of the market looks great. Still holding flow zones. Still trying to get up to these highs if we can, but starting to fail to get acceptance above this level here, you can see. Still set as 390, 400. They're still there. Still up here. Still trying to get up to fill them. That's what it's trying to do. It wants to get up to fill them. Last pullback, absorb New York, absorb flow zones. Still looking to get up here for a big shove up. Come on, market. Please. Please. Please stop the push and the instant sell. It's boring. It's very boring to watch. Seriously, we push 5 points and they will panic. Come on. I want to see 425s. I want to see people getting hurt. I want whoever was saying everyone and their mum is long. I want to see the opposite because I think everyone and their mum is short in this market and I want to see them get hurt. And once they get hurt, I'll think about getting short. Oh, Coop, it's so painful, isn't it? Well done, bud. It's so slow. It's unbearable. Come on, let's go to 400. Come on, market. Please. It's on the book. There's a seller trying to absorb with 53 lots. Smoke him out the way. Let's go 400. Let's go 425. Let's give Alex what he wants. He's trying to be very patient here, but he's getting very annoyed with you. Oh, mate, I'm the same. I'm trying so hard not to fucking take this off. This is annoying me. That's what NQ makes me feel. Oh, this fails now. I'm going to be so flipping annoyed. Thesis was there, folks. The thesis was there. This was our buy zone. This was in all morning long. This was our buy zone. This was your trigger. This was the pullback. I missed this, and I joined actually here. All right, and I tried to add in, and I really want to get to here and here. That's what I really want, but I might not get it. For those who don't understand why, all right, and if you're looking to learn more, there is a really, really good video dropping tonight. It is 45 minutes long. Just found out you can use TV to place all your trades and only have NT open for the copier. Oh, really? That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So if you want to learn why I was looking at trades like today, I have an awesome video dropping tonight. It talks all about volume, all about SNR, and all about the key setups for those levels. It's dropping tonight. And I also talk about the confirmation I look for, which we got today. And it's right here. All right. So you can watch that tonight. Set your alerts, whatever you need to do. But give it a watch. It's 45 minutes long. Do not skip through it. Take care, Tyson. Tyson, are we now 2 for 2 on our setup that we're tracking for you? Are we 2 for 2? I think we're 2 for 2, right? I'm assuming we're 2 for 2. I know you felt anxious today, but I'm going to assume IB to VWAP. That's your trade, right? Think you would have got it. I'm going to assume you got it. I hope you got it. If you didn't, doesn't matter, but I hope you got it. 2 for 2, same as yesterday. Hey, what a difference 2 days makes. You're 100% record by sticking to your A+ setup, the setup that you like trading. Well done, buddy. Well done, buddy. We're just going to keep working this. We're going to keep working that system, and then we're going to build extra things onto it. Do me a favor, Tyson. This weekend or tonight, it's a really short book. It's only like a few hours long. Read Golf is Not a Game of Perfect. Okay, go and read Golf is Not a Game of Perfect. And then we'll have a chat about it next week, because that's what I've got you doing. It will help. I promise you. It really helped me. You probably get it on Audible for like nothing. It's a short, silly book, but you're gonna listen to it and go, "Yep, I get that. It makes sense." That's good to know, Ryan. So you're all sorted. All right, we're trying to base at New York high here. It's both. So whichever's first, you take your first profit, right? So you let the low set. Okay, and at this point, we're waiting. You're probably taking here. If you don't scoop that, you're probably taking post 1030, and you're looking TP1, TP2, runners for IB high. High time frame looks so good. It looks so good now. Think about this. 1, 2, into block, into 5-day SMA, into level that we broke out from, reclaiming possible trend up through here, night short sellers, right? It might not happen today. Maybe we get a Friday trend move. Maybe not. Maybe they collapse it and we get it next week. I don't know. I literally just drew it on the chart, but maybe you wrote that before. If not, you can get it for free. I have it on the channel. You guys need to be making the most out of all the videos I do for free on the channel. I give you so much edge. That's not me blowing my trumpet, but I really try and give you good videos. So how to trade initial balance. But watch this video. This one I just posted is for you, right? That is 24 minutes on initial balance trading and strategies for it. All right, ES looks great. Trying to build liquidity over initial balance high. We are still not at TP, unfortunately, for us. I don't like how we're acting now. I'm going to have to get out of here soon and walk the dog. So receipt tapering here. Starting to get acceptance though, but here is the strong trend. This is tapering. We would prefer this to be like this, wouldn't we? We'd prefer this than this. We'd prefer this at this point. Or if it wants to be really nice, it should just go on absolute moon. Moon for us, for the moon boys and moon girls. But like this is like, it looks easy, but this is hard to sit through. This, like, it's the amount or lack of points. That is 15 points for NQ. Oh, and then we go. No. Oh, please. It's exhausting. What Bollinger Band indicators do you use on TradingView? It's my go-to for NT, but for some reason having a hard time finding one. Really? I think it's just the standard one. BB. Yeah, just bowl bands. Yep, standard trading V1. Bollinger Bands. That's all you need. Standard trading V1. You don't need anything else. They're all made the same way. Nice work, Coop. Great work, team. Everyone in Coop's corner, great work. Making you $100. Moving on for the day. That's what I like to see. You got divergence the other way now, folks. You've got NQ trying to break the highs and ES coming back to the initial balance low. We want to see VIX reject 15 here. Back testing 15. You want to see it reject 15 and trade lower. Still the sellers, 400 and 410s, right? They're still there. We're looking to fill these players. Oi. This was nice. Looking back, this was probably the best move. This was tricky. That was a cheap long. I don't know if you're still on chat, Miguel, but we talked about this yesterday. Same with you, Mo. This was nice. This was the best liquidity built after the break. That's the best liquidity. All of this is garbage. So if you're new joining the channel, you want to make sure you're here pre-market each day with me. All right, 15 minutes before the open, because I call out what I'm looking for, which is buys down here with a reaction. That's what I was looking for to get back to these highs. You can go back and rewind this and watch it. It's very, very clear. Entered the W retest and didn't add because of it being slow. Don't blame you. Do not blame you at all for not adding into this. I added, and I felt very uncomfortable since adding. I think we're going for it now. We're going for IB high and 400s up here. And through that, we can go overnight high, previous day high, all-time high. It's trying now. Come on. Just pay me. Pay me. Show me the money. There's only a 57 up there at 400. It really shouldn't be hard to get through. But like every little spike up, this is what I'm not enjoying. Every push, they're like, oh, I better take some profits. Oh, take some more profits. Oh, take some more profits. Well, that's not ideal for me. I can't sit through something like this. I like that, JD. Let's keep it calm. Let's make sure Alex doesn't grow. You don't want to be competing with these guys who scream on stream. Rip their shirts open. What an absolute pleb that guy is. Coop knows who I'm talking about. Well, Chandler definitely does. He's not a futures trader, by the way, if you're thinking that. He'll add and add and add and add and add and add and add into a loser and be $80,000 down and be happy he makes $5,000. No Warrior song. Is that FSP? What is that about, man? So weird. Something. I mean, it works. He's got huge. The amount of people that watch that guy is insane. As he just completely fakes, rotates accounts, blowing up account after account. Adding like 15 minis into dips which don't hold. Like, it's mental. But each to their own. He's doing much better than me on viewerships, so people clearly like it. Oh man, it's a funny space, isn't it? It's a funny space, man. Not enjoying what I'm seeing here. 3 drives higher, might get a wash here, wash out all the bulls. So I might just lock this in at this point, which is frustrating. Didn't quite get to what I wanted. We got close. I really wanted to take out 400. Where did we get to? 97.75. So close. Might be it. That might be it, folks. Might be all she wrote. To his credit, he does tell people to not buy his evals and get a job first. Yeah. Fair play. But then he it's the amount that he goes through, right? Like some of these accounts I'm trading with at the moment, I've had approaching 90 days. That's 90 trading days. And you got to remember, I don't trade them all every single day. I don't always have them linked. There you go. Like Russell Cooper saying, he just went long 17 minis at the top. Like, what are you doing? And like, he knows what he's doing. I don't believe he doesn't know what he's doing. He knows if it, I don't even know if that's a real account, right? So it might not even be an eval. It could be sim. So he goes 17 contracts long. How many people has he got watching him at the moment, Russell? Like 1,000 or something stupid? I don't know how many people was watching him, but it would be a lot. It would be thousands, right? So he goes long 17 contracts. Everyone follows him in. Everyone blows up who does that because you can't sit through 17 contracts on a 20-point pullback. They all blow up, and guess what they do? They all go and buy it. So you've got 2,100 people watching him. They all copy him. Let's say 50% copy him. 1,000 people blow up. Guess what happens? They all go and use his eval code, his code for whatever is he's promoting. I don't know what he promotes, and he gets paid from it. That's what he's doing. No, definitely not, Peter. Definitely not always the case. So divergence happens because the Qs and SPY are weighted differently, right? So Qs are 60% tech, SPY is only 40% tech. Qs don't include like the banking sector and health sector. So if we have a strong different sector, it just means that there's going to be a different push on the market. Same with like RTY. RTY is more small caps, YM's more medium caps. So when we get divergence, what we need to be aware of with divergence is really we want to be long in relative strength. So really this morning, in truth, we should have been long ES. As you know, I never switch, and I'm starting to think I need to be switching more, right? We should have been long in relative strength. The problem with the divergence this morning was this here was a failed breakout. We went over this yesterday, was a failed breakout of all-time highs. This means at 9:30, we've had attempt 1, attempt 2 to base above. It failed, okay? Failure, rotation. Buyers got stuck up here on ES. ES has fulfilled its obligation of taking out all-time high and having buyers stuck. It drifts down, closes the gap. The problem is that there's no guarantee now that NQ is going to do this same move because ES has already done it. That's why we look at the two together. That's why NQ is finding it very, very hard to go up right now, because if we look at the sectors, give me a second, bring it up. So it's not always that one will catch up. It's more that relative weakness. Okay, if we look at the sectors, why are you showing an advert? Just put in FinViz. I don't want anything else. Okay, what's the biggest red you can see on the board today? Biggest red is Tesla, weighted way, way, way more in QQQ. That is causing a problem in this market right now. Financials, all green, heavier weighted in the spiders, right? In ES and SPY, SPX. So that's why this is driving SPY, SPX. This is holding NQ back. And I would not be surprised. I'm taking this off here, the runners. I would not. There you go, Russell. And I would not be surprised if I've totally lost my train of thought. There we go. I would not be surprised if Tesla wants to test SSR, all right, and 300, just because it's a whole number. Okay, so if we think about Tesla, if you're trading Tesla this morning, it was fairly obvious, wasn't it? Big gap down off bad earnings, big puke out. What do we wait for? Reprice, sell, drift lower. We are going to build buyers in here now on Tesla. All right, it's going to build buyers in here, and I would not be surprised if it gives a liquidation break here, and then does it reclaim or does it keep puking? But this here is a big level, whole number 300, and that's probably around 10%. Let me just do the math on it. Can we draw it, please? Where's 300? Oh, close, isn't it? So 10% is right there. 299.50. All right, 299.50 is 10%. Why does 10% matter? SSR. They will test that SSR level. That's what they will be wanting to test today. If they can build enough buyers in here, they will want to then use them. Short sellers will want to use those buyers. Right? Lots of buyers here, lots of buyers here. Can we use it? Can we get SSR? Once we go SSR, shorts have done their job and they'll probably start covering because it's much harder then at that point. Make sense? Does everyone know what SSR is? Has it gone over your head? It's okay to ask if you don't know. There we go. Yeah, so Russell's saying FSP closes 17 contracts with a massive loss. JD, 5-day evals on TPT and 7 days on trade day seems like rubbish. The 7 days is hard. The 5 days is easy because you can do it in 2. Yeah, so you can actually do it in 2 and then just do micro, micro, micro. You don't need to do it in 5. Trade day, much harder. I would agree with you, much harder. I mean, he's just gambling at this point, isn't he? He's clearly gambling. And we might protect this low volume node here into 70s, but if not, we're going to come all the way down. VWAP, POC on the day. No acceptance above here, like we talked about. So I'm out of it, by the way, now. When I saw this 3 drive, fairly obvious signature. 1, 2, 3. Likely to fail, and maybe if we're lucky later, we do this. He'll last the summer, mate. That guy is. I mean, I dread to think. I'm sure he's not on Patrick's level, but he's probably not far off. You know, Patrick's making probably even more now. Like 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago, he was making, you know, up to 100 grand a day on commissions. Fucking wild. Absolutely wild. Okay, so watching ES to see if it finds a bid here. If not, we're going to drift lower. I've got to get out of here soon and walk the dog, folks. Just be careful. We are in a range rotation day so far on NQ. We're in possible expansion on ES, but failed auction above initial balance right now. Yeah, well, that I agree with, JD. That I agree with. It's literally the complete opposite to what I teach. It's like the total opposite. I teach trade off big levels, trade small size, get used to trying to hold your position to hit targets. So I trimmed mine on the way up. I was trying to get up here on the run. I didn't get it, so I closed it down here. Is what it is. There's nothing else I can do. It was still a good trade. It's just annoying we didn't make it. Yeah, get a job so get a job so you can use my code and give me money. It's true. Luna, yeah, she's on the mend. She's on the mend. We're a long way away, but she's on the mend. What are your thoughts on footprint charts using CVD to find divergences when trying to incorporate your lessons with those tools? It's likely far too much for me, being so new. I don't use footprints. Some traders love them, and you get a lot of data. For me, it's like data overload. All I like, how I trade is what is a big level? Where is someone likely to be stuck? Can we trade into that level? Is there a reaction there? Are we going to shift momentum? Can I then join that momentum either when we shift or after we shift? It's literally rinse repeat for me. All you've got to do, Trader Don, is find something that works for you. So if that's footprints, that's great. I can't comment on them. It's way too much data for I think it's just overload for me personally. Holding that low time frame algo and in this little cluster here like we just talked about. Yeah, it's just each to their own. It is really just each to their own. Take care, Mo. John says he's ready for a random Trump tweet. That's literally my worst nightmare. I think I have nightmares about that. I was talking to Glenn in chat last night, saying like I do not want to be on the chart when he announces China tariffs, and who knows when that's going to happen. That's the scariest thing for me. I have no idea when he's going to announce that. Take care, Trentry. Take care, buddy. All right, are they going to have a little shove up and fail, or are they going to keep going here? ES is trying to hold initial balance high right now. ES is trying to hold its IB high. I did. I watched it yesterday. I'm going to watch it today. Did you see? Oh, what's his name? Begins with P. I can't think of his name. The Indian cricketer's foot on that like Yorker length ball that he tried to sweep. That foot is mangled. Take care, Richard. I made my goal pre-market, but stayed for the stream for the education. Thank you. Hey, thank you for turning up. Appreciate you. Tell you what, Stokes looks up for it. Like he was fiery yesterday. I think that sort of altercation at the end of the last test. What's their? I don't want to look because then I'll see the scorecard. They've got their number 3 batter. He's like rated top 10 in the world at the moment. Begins with P. But yeah, he tried to like sweep a Yorker length ball and it hit him right on the side of the foot. And that foot is like swollen big time, completely mangled and broken. It was like a York length ball, like at like 88 mile an hour, straight on the side of the foot. Yeah, he's fired up, man. He is fired up. I like it. I like to see it. Okay, so that shove up was sold into, like we talked about. Yeah, he's not in the lineup today. That's why. It's probably completely broken, like numerous bones, I would imagine. So some buyers here at 65 and 60. How long we got left? Like 15, 20 minutes. I'll get out of here. Top of the hour. Drifting back into these key levels now. Point of control shifted down. VWAP here. Do we protect this low volume node for a rotation? If we don't, we're coming right back down. We're going to go into a range rotation market. I would love to see us finish this auction higher and clean out all this liquidity up here. It would be nice. It's done the hard work. It's drifted down and found buyers. Can it trap enough shorts to go high? We've now swept internal liquidity. If we start reclaiming this, then we probably squeeze. All right, do they force a squeeze up here, or is this redistribution to go lower? It looks good for a squeeze up. Still sellers, 390, 400, 410s. That's where the sellers are right now. 390, 400, 410s. Here we go. Here we go, folks. Come on, then. Shove it. Don't stop. Don't be so pathetic, NQ. Don't stop there. You had them all trapped. You could have just gone. So soft. I miss the days of those like 80-point boner candles. Boner candles. Did we even hit that? Yeah, pretty close. So sellers are up here right now versus current value area height. You'd expect them to pop these guys and take them out, but maybe not built enough in. I don't know. I haven't touched them for a little bit. After what happened last week, I've been really focused on getting the Apex back, so I haven't even logged in. But they're sat there. They're in the money, but just not. I haven't touched them. I probably need to touch them because I'm going to run out of time. But yeah, I just wanted to get my PAs back in a good place because I like getting paid. So I had to get them back up, put that request in. And this is first day since request, technically. But yeah, maybe next week I'll trade them if there's a good setup. And this market is stuck in rotation. Well, I've got a TPT. I need to do another $540 in. Almost there. Get that passed. Man, this is just Grind, 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 chop, 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 chop. Grind, 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 chop, 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 chop. Come on. It's so bad, man. No, he didn't. Really, Greg? Shocked, man. He wasn't that old. I was only listening to him the other year on Rogan. No. Oh, mate. 71. Cardiac arrest. That's sad, man. I think he just got himself clean and was trying. Sad. Had a major opioid addiction. I think he just kicked it, is just getting clean. Brother. Yeah, I know, Aussie. What a legend. Absolute legend. Cardiac arrest, you got to think that's like all the steroids from all those years and everything else. Can't be good. Is Nick in jail? Is his kid in jail, or is he out? I don't know what Nick or Brooke do nowadays. We had that big fallout with Brooke, right? Come on, market, go. Come on. Please, just stop this like failing in front of 400. Just go and clear it all out. There's no follow through. Every push is failing. Come on. Go and clear it out. They're at 400, 410, 425. It really should not be this hard to go and take 50 flipping contracts out of the way. Apparently, it's going to be impossible to do. Yeah, I am, as you can probably tell. Come on. I want to go and run all-time high. I want to get up to 25s, if I'm honest. Like, that's what I'm trying to get up to, but it's just very, very hard. At least to 400. At least to come and clean out this. We need to do it in the next few minutes because we're getting very close to lunchtime. Go, 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 get to 400, then break out. Come on. Go, 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 go. Someone play the Warrior song. Yeah, I have a crazy series. Crazy series. Come on. A lot of lies in that as well. Listen to Hogan on Rogan when they talk about how like the WWE was formed when they started taking over the other places. It was like straight gangster shit. People died. Like McMahon and that makes it sound like, oh yeah, it was no big deal. It was. Like there was straight up murders to take over territories. Come on. Come on. 2 more points with a spike. With a fucking slam through 400. With a huge stop run through 400. 2 more points with a stop run through 400. Come on. Stop failing up here. Stop it. Stop it. Stop being a little Stop it. Go. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Come on. Literally tapped it, man. Just go and take it. I want 400 taken, then 403, and then straight up to 425. Here we go. 400, 400, 400, 400. There's 100 lot at 410 now. I'm just aware of that. Ding, 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 ding. One big swipe. One big swipe. One big swipe. Please, please, please. Come on, guys. You got to play the Warrior song. It's not going to work without the Warrior song. Help me out, guys. It's not going to work without the Warrior song. You got to play it. I've not even heard it. I just know what he does. Is it some AI generated shite? Probably. And we literally tapped IB. It's coming! It's coming! It's coming! 5 minutes till lunch. If they don't give me that fill up there, then I'm going to make an empty threat. I'm going to send the market makers a letter and tell them they're dicks. Still on the book. It's like I'm still feel good because it's on the book to go higher. There's nothing below. There's a little bit down there, I guess. But this is all people trying to get filled. No bueno. Come on. I want my chicken dinner. Winner, chicken dinner. What was the first play I was looking for today? Ding, 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 ding. Come on, give it to us. Running out of time here, folks. I'm out of here in 3.5 minutes. 50-50 on a swipe or a dump once it goes to lunch, I would say. But high time frame is telling me higher, like I talked about. I just follow what the candles are telling me. I try not to make any opinion about a market. I'm just following what the candles are saying. The candles are telling me we're going higher, so that's why I'm trying to go higher. Trying to go higher since that morning dip into the RBS level. Simple as that. Do not bet against the candles. I am not interested in picking a top or a bottom in a market ever. Let everyone else do that. Let the big money do that, and then we join. That's why I didn't pick this bottom down here. I joined after. Watch the video tonight. It explains it all. If you're new to the stream, smash that like button, hit subscribe here Monday to Friday. We're going to do giveaways tomorrow. Free Apex accounts of any size coming tomorrow for people who turn up. If you're a loyal follower and subscriber, you have more chance of winning. I try and teach you as I trade every day. If you want to understand my techniques more, what I'm looking at, there's tons of free education on my YouTube. And if you really like that and you like my way of teaching, you are welcome to do the course. It's 20 hours on-demand course, and with that course you get my flow zone indicators and you get access to the Discord where I'm giving my morning analysis, afternoon analysis, lots of other stuff, swings that we're looking at, Lots of stuff being built into there at the moment. Growing community. You cannot get access to the Discord unless you do the course. It's not because I need you to pay me money. It's because I need everyone in a Discord to trade the same way. Otherwise, Discord's communities become pointless at that point. So, totally up to you. If you're interested in the prop firms I trade, the links are down below, or you can trade out. You can check out propfirmcompare.net. But the links are down below with the codes to get you the best possible price at all times. Best one on the market right now in terms of value off is probably Take Profit Trader. 40% off and no activation fee. That's probably the cheapest they ever do. Ken says, best course ever. Thank you, mate. Also, like beyond the course, I should say this, like people don't understand. Beyond the course, with the Discord, what you're getting is private lessons. As in, I teach, trying to do it more and more regularly. Once a week, we're trying to do it at the moment. Private lessons as a group, as a community that no one else will have access to if you're in the Discord to help you grow. Take care, Raf. We got there in the end, didn't we? Well, I mean, missed it by a tick, but we're pretty much there. 30 seconds left. Lunchtime coming. Pop or drop. Who knows? Something's going to happen, probably. Where can I find the private lessons in the Discord? In the private lessons tab. Go to private lessons tab. You'll see them in there. So we did one last week. Go to, yeah. I can post the most recent one there as well, just in case it didn't make it for whatever reason. I can't see it in there. Like I said, pop or drop. Done with this now. Done for the day. Frustrated day. It actually was not a bad day. We got rotation. We've moved off those 300s to the 390s, but the range is gone. Like we're trading in 100-point range. It's not a lot for NQ. I've seen that happen in seconds before. It is what it is. But we did the best we could. The plan played out, didn't it? The plan was very simple. For me, I was waiting for this down here. There's your signature. And then we're looking for longs, trying to get back up to here. For the rest of the day, I don't know, folks. Like they're making it very, very difficult. Obviously, like we talked about, ES has taken the highs. It's done its objective. It doesn't need to go higher. We have relative weakness in NQ with Tesla now 9% down and selling hard right now. Still think it wants to, like I said, into lunch, pop or drop. I don't know. It's why I take it off before lunch. And then we have to see. You've got lots of volume built up here. I would just respect the key levels intraday. But unless you see a clear breakout above here and a pullback at this point, I'd be careful because the long opportunity was down here. Right? This is a short opportunity, but it's counter trend, so I'm not interested. So I would need to see this now for a new trade location or drop down here in a double bottom or a major failure for a new low. Other than that, not interested. Maybe we build, from a daily point of view, it's really important. I'll just leave you with this before I go. From a daily point of view, it's really important you understand we are still bullish. Okay, we are bullish. We are inside, but we are bullish. Over this, we are bullish. We have not got much room, but we are bullish. It might just do this for a little bit while it makes up its mind. When will we go bearish? Technically, when we do this move here. Then I'll be looking for a bearish move to take out this liquidity and trade back down to the lower Bollinger, especially if we let go of the 20-day. Maybe next week, maybe the week after, maybe not for months. I don't know when it's going to happen, but when it happens, I'll be prepared for it. But what I will not be doing is trying to take shorts if we keep pushing higher, all right? Easiest way to blow up is to say, hey, we're up too high. How do I know this? Why am I so adamant on this? How do you think Alex lost all his money when he traded small caps? That was me, all right? That was me, folks. Oh, this is up too high. This is a piece of SOH. Like, don't like it. Short, blow up. All right, that's why I keep telling you. Obey the charts. Take your ego out of it. Take common sense out of it. Obey the charts. Think of this. This on an hourly, for me, I call this God. All right, this is God telling me what's happening. My job is to be a disciple. Simple as that. Obey what God tells you. It might pay you some money if you're lucky. Disobey, I tell you what, it's going to take all your money away. Sold NQ at 399. Small profit today, but stayed patient. Great work, John. Hey, great work. That's probably the best fill you could get up there. I was trying to hold. I really wanted that 400 spike and push like we talked about. But I've locked in money. I don't care. Small win day. Until tomorrow, Friday. We'll see what we get. Maybe we get a trend day tomorrow. I don't care which way, but maybe we get a trend day. Be safe, everyone. Thanks for joining the stream. If you want to do me a favor, if you want to support the stream, use the codes, share the stream, tell people about this stream. It's completely free. The more people that join, the bigger it gets, the more giveaways I can do, and so forth. All right, so let's keep it real simple like that. Help me out. I can help you out more. Peace and love. Use hard stops.